Hey YouTubers, it's been a while since I've chatted with you and shared what's on my heart, and I do have a lot on my heart. You guys remember the Brownsville revival? And man, people were like flooding there. They had church from like, I don't know, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning till 7 p.m. and it was like, I want to say for years, at least 3 years, probably 5. And people were hungry for God. They were hungry for God. And when you say hungry for God, you got to mean the truth. You're hungry for the truth. And, the Brownsville revival was, the preaching and then the salvation, stuff like that came out of there was just, there were ministers that were going down there to get saved. They had the form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. So, but we're past certain stages in spiritual awakening with people, and one of the things that we have to contend with is this: the great deception that is upon us has come in just unbelievable, so many means. It's crept into our government. They're telling us just unbelievable amounts of stuff, cover-ups, lies. It's pretty bad, guys. And very much to the extent that, if I present to you the statement as it was in the days of Noah, so it shall be, the sign of the coming of the Son of Man. Those are from the Lord's own words. And it's like, there's... as L.A. Marzulli has said, he said, that statement is pregnant with meaning. And it's like, well, what does it mean? Well, what was it like? And there's some commands in the Bible that say, study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman who needs not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Now, you do have to understand that there, in light of cover-ups, we need to be seeking what is true and what is actually happening. And there's some hidden truths in the Old Testament about certain things that, we need to dive into. We need to find out. Here's one that, kind of blew me away. But there's these tribes that were called the Zamzums and Anakites and all this stuff. Guys, these were tribes that were not human per se. They were hybrids. And, I never heard that in church, ever. I've been going to church a long time. I never heard that. And it's like, okay. And there was a lot of this that was going on prior to the flood. And if Jesus said, what? It will be like the days of Noah. Don't you think we ought to perk up and just kind of, let's find out what was going on there. Another thing that would warrant some investigation is, Greek mythology. I don't know from what I'm studying that it was all that mythological. These people, and I believe that the Greek mythology thing was dealing with pre-flood beings, but guys, here's one for you that you just don't see. There's a creature called a satyr. Yeah, that's like the half man, half goat. Oh, is that Greek mythology? Yeah, it's listed under Greek mythology, but it's also in your Old Testament. So there's a lot of things that are just kind of covered over and passed over for the purpose of just dismissing it, so that we won't get smart and see exactly what's going on. Now, I would challenge you, this one here, okay? Didn't say that Satan was a snake. It said that Satan was a serpent. And the serpent beguiled Eve. And then after that transaction went on, God said something very interesting to both Satan and the woman, but more specifically to Satan. He said, thy seed will be at enmity, or at opposition or war against the seed of man or the seed of woman. At enmity, thy seed. That means offspring, guys. And you know what? There's a whole lot of meaning there that, you're going to have to dig a little bit deeper here. Really? Where is the seed being seen? Where is that seed? You know what? There's some unholy offspring, and I believe they're with us today. There's a lot of high up military people that have broken their vow of secrecy and silence to tell us about some things that, you know what, would just dumbfound you if you were actually listening to it. It'd kind of freak you out. Anyway, I would just encourage you guys, you know what, take time. You know, I know that the book of Enoch is not a biblical thing, but it supports the Bible. Take a look at some of this stuff to see what types of things that would bear further investigation. And you're going to find out that there's a whole lot of stuff that is going on right underneath our noses, and the mainstream media is not going to tell you about it. I'm going to throw a couple words out at you, and you be the person who decides. The UFOs, there's something right there that has something to do with the fallen. Reptilians, there's something there that has something to do with the fallen. Alien grays, Bigfoots, Stargates. There's some stuff going on, people, that, you know, it just goes like this. But the reason it goes like this is because you don't want to get out of your comfort zone and say, wow, this stuff really could be happening. What we're doing is we're putting the supernatural in a box, and if it exceeds what our understanding of the supernatural is, then we just dismiss it. It's like, oh my gosh, that's just too weird. I can't listen to that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what? Close your mouth. Open your ears. God bless you guys. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.